which is pretty unreal for him.
Sam Hill
So
on
there is your
track,
bet. There is your
rocking
bet.
the new 2010 Sex Pistols Troy Lee kit. Available now in all good retailers. Reddit, send me some kit for Christ's sake. There's your plug. Hill can be the fastest man on track. When he's on form, he's unstoppable. He was incredible in Andorra a few weeks ago.
Yeah, it was
I mean,
a massive
how fast
crash.
was he going?
Yeah, that was unreal. We saw him pushing really hard on that jump on the one we fell. And there is your bet, Rob. I mean, except having some royalties with Troy Lee Design, you got to explain us why you have so much support. But we know that Sam is unreal, and he's actually 3 to 4 seconds ahead. Let's see
There
the
you
split.
go. I was right.
He is actually
Hill.
damn fast. He's 5 seconds down.
6 seconds
5 seconds
down.
down.
Look at the time.
That's
it is
unreal.
massive. Hill is faster and looser than Linford Christie's lunchbox. The
So-
man knows how to pin it like no other, and when he's on form, he is unstoppable.
We
Do you
are
think it's gonna be
seeing,
enough?
the top guys now, and we know that those guys are going to be making like a big difference now. The top 6 that is coming now is going to make a massive difference, and 5 second gap is actually unreal. So let's see what Sam's going to do, but also the
Here he
others
comes,
behind.
up
So
to
he's
the
gonna
line.
make
This
a
is
big-
it. This is the new benchmark from Hill. He goes massive. He has smashed them nearly 6 seconds. Hill, has he done enough here this afternoon? That's a tough one for the next guys to beat. That's a huge run from Sam Hill.
We actually seen like 10 seconds actually between the first and the 7th place on the semi-final. So let's see what the gap's going to be. We know that 7th is like 10 seconds. He's 5 seconds ahead. So if we make like a good calculation, I wouldn't be surprised that there is still 2 to 3 seconds to make for the perfect run for someone like G, Mick, or
Really?
or,
You think
or
there's
Greg.
that much time
So
left, maybe?
I think there is 2 to 3 seconds to make if the consistency we saw in the semi-final has been made. That's what we should be able to see now on the 5 next guys that's going to be coming. So let's see what's going to happen. But Sam's been putting definitely an amazing run, and he's showing again his consistency through the World Cups on all the different tracks. He's capable to ride fast on every track.
Yeah, which is maybe in the past not so true, but like he's shocked everyone, I think, in South Africa this year with that 4th place in round 1 on a track that really didn't suit
no
him.
one was expecting him to be so good in South Africa, and again he's been able to put everything together, and that's what show how mental
he's hungry
is
for
important.
it.
He's definitely having a lot of motivation. He's amazing, amazingly talented, bringing new skills, bringing new effort into the sport, and he's definitely someone we need to keep an eye
he's
on.
quite maccontent. So Sam Blenkinsop on track, no gloves, never runs the gloves.
Yeah, other homers, if you really look, doesn't have any back plate or anything on him. He's just putting a shirt on and ride it like we would go doing a bit of a free ride or enduro riding back around. So you can see him actually being very dynamic, very precise, pushing out on his pedal. He's been impressive. Once again, we didn't expect to see him at that place on the semi-final. He's carrying for the good points, trying to be able. He's got the 9th number plate, which means that he's 9th overall on the World Cup, and definitely looking for a top 5, which he did last year. So let's see where he ends up. He's just 1 second down.
1.8 back, Fabian. It's
Just
not
one per
undoable.
half.
It's going to be tough for him on flat pedals.
He's looking for a 2nd place right now, because if he carries on the good speed, be on the front of Steve. So definitely pretty impressive ride against for Sam.
He is certainly not going to take down Sam Hill, but he's got a very good chance of pushing Petey back into 3rd, and he is on the gas. Blenky is pushing hard here, pedaling everywhere. Getting low, tucking, man. He was fast out there, a little bit of a bubble. Twisting it up. What's he going to do?
He's just really close. Might be in the second place.
He's 1.42 back. So Blenky has delivered here this afternoon. That was a great run for him.
That's an amazing run. I mean, once again, we said that the bottom section wasn't so good for him, and he actually managed to put out an amazing second run, bottom part, and amazing final for him. It means that he's definitely on the top 5 right now, because he was in 4th place. So he's definitely on the podium. So back on the podium after his win last year. You know, when you got a win on the shoulder, it's always really challenging to manage mentally, and finding his confidence back and being able to actually hold on the first victory is always very hard, and I'm sure that this podium is gonna be good for him.
Yeah, like you said, he won, and maybe things changed for him a little bit. He was relatively, well, he wasn't the big name that he is now, and You know, as soon as you start winning, fingers start pointing, you become a target. And
Exactly.
It's not so easy for these
Everyone
guys.
look after you, and you know when you're on the track, everyone is calling you, everyone is looking after you, and when you got all that on your side and on your shoulder, it's always hard to manage. I mean, Sam Blankenshove is super young, and for him, you know, he needs to get a maturity with this, and doing a podium today is showing that he's definitely getting the right way.
He's coming back. He's a very quiet, shy sort of a guy until he's had a drink. Then
and then he's a lot less quiet.
Then he gets a little looser.
You can actually notice, guys, that Robs know everyone about drinking and partying, so you must imagine that he's always on their side to drink with them.
yeah, it's like the Drinking World Championship. I'd have Blanky down as about, well, he'd be top 10. Anyway.
Okay, now for me, we are in the big guns.
Here we
so
go.
Now, here we are. So Mick Hanna, 1 year break, being on all the podiums since the beginning of the season. If I'm right, I'm not sure that if he was in Valnor, but I'm pretty sure.
He was been podium, all of them. Second
All
in
of
round
them.
1, second in round 2, fourth in Valnor. Mick, sick. Mick Hanna is on track.
So we know that he's very consistent. He's been able to actually be really mentally precise on everything he was doing. Look how dynamic and look how hard he's pedaling.
He loves to dig deep. He doesn't mind the pain. He's third overall in the World Cup at the moment. And I think it's even surprised him. He took a year out, played cricket and ran a landscape gardening company. The man from Cairns in Australia.
He is not. He's not going to be on Sam. If I'm right, he should be like 2 seconds down on Sam, so let's see what's going to happen. But we know that his precision of 4 seconds down.
4.5 seconds back, so Hill, you know, Fabian, we say about Hill not being so good on this track, but he's won it twice, but he's incredible.
You might be right.
You
might be right. You might be right.
He's starting to eat as well, different words now, the old Frenchman here.
They maybe make me lie, but I keep my position. I mean, I keep my position. There is still 2 more to come, and I wouldn't be surprised that those guys put it out.
2 more guys to come then. Greg Minnaar, and then fastest qualifier, Giathan. Minnaar will be looking to take his first win. No, excuse me, his second win of 09. He won the first round.
2 seconds back, and we can see that Mick is taking the 3rd place, just on the front of Still. We can see that actually the times are a lot closer than the semi-final if you really look. So everyone is making me lying, which I don't really like.
Really become quite consistent since we last saw him a couple of years ago.
So he's on the podium again, which is for sure.
So at the moment, Hill in first, Blenkinsop second, Mick Hanna third, Steve P fourth, Bryceland in fifth. And as you said, Fabian, 2 of the world's fastest mountain bikers are in the start gate. Giathan and Greg Minnaar, both of them know how to win. Minnaar, twice the winner here. He won this race last year. We're going to see him next. And I think, like Fabian said, Hill's time now looking realistic, just 1.42 back. To second place for Sam Blenkinsop, so it is realistically beatable.
It
and it's
is.
going to take a hell of a run, and Greg Minnaar might be that man.
We know that those guys are actually capable to be really consistent. I was expecting to see Mick a little faster than what he's been today, but again, track's really long, making a mistake, and when you see that you ride for 5 minutes and you have like a second difference between each rider, you imagine the consistency that they're actually capable to put together. Because everyone, some are more talented in the technical stuff, some are pedaling stronger, but still manage to actually have the same time at the bottom. So you imagine what World Cup down is now, the precision. We are definitely the Formula One of cycling.
I agree with you, except we're not as boring as Formula One.
I agree.
We're not talking Q1, Q2, P3, are we? We're talking real men on real bikes where the equipment basically made no difference. It is down to these guys, and on track now is one of the greatest of all time, Greg Minnaar, the man who put Cruz into Santa Cruz, the smoothest, most probably precise rider on the World Cup circuit.
We've just seen him doing something that he already did last year. He just gapped this first rock garden, and he's the only one who's capable to do that. Really long legs, really capable to absorb and pedal and be precise on all his lane. And Greg is definitely going to be a challenging one to beat on that track. So let's see what's going to happen now. But I would say that it's going to be good.
Come on, Fabian. It's time to put your money where your mouth is. We're going to see that split. 3 times a World Cup champion.
Oh,
wow,
man, he make me lie.
He's tight there into that berm.
Yeah, a bit tight, but he's pedaling strong.
The power to do this, Fabian.
He's got the power on the bottom section. So let's see. To be honest, I was expecting him to be again a little faster than that. But Greg is putting very, very good runs together.
And
Hill
delivers. You cannot ever take away Hill. He is the danger man, and when he runs, He runs hard, but Minnaar is sprinting down to this finish line. Has he done enough here?
It's going to be close.
In Fort William, it's going to be tight.
Close.
Hill's been working on his
Pushing
pedal in this
on.
winner.
Pushing on. He's ahead. He's ahead. Yeah, he is
He
ahead.
took nearly 2 seconds out Sam Hill
on the bottom
section. Fabian, I gotta say, fair play, you called it right.
I told you the bottom section is unreal. You need to make the difference there. You gotta be on your lanes on the top section and pedal hard at the bottom. And I told you, difference is made at the bottom, and Greg is putting it out.
So Minnaar into the hot seat. He's took the lead. Minnaar from Hill, from Blenkinsop, from Hanna, from Steve P. There is one man on track. He is the world champion. It is the man, the Vulcan, the supernatural powered man.
We must say a big well done to Sam, because again he must have ride amazingly on the top, because we know that on flat he is very strengthful and capable to pedal a lot more this year than he was last year, but he still managed to put an amazing run, get in second place. He's 1.5 on Greg on that track. I would say that Sam Hill is definitely the man again on that track.
Yep, I think so, mate. You know, when we get into the more vertical tracks, then Hill is going to be a force to be reckoned for. And
for sure.
Last year we saw an epic battle between Petey and Hill. This year, you know, we got Hanna in there, be really consistent. G's just starting to really pick up speed. Greg Minnaar, there he is. I mean, we might see that battle again.
For sure, but
Hill has lifted his game on all tracks. So, and Petey, obviously, you know, the World Cup leader at the moment.
You see always the same guys on the front right now. You see the consistency of all those dudes. And I mean, we know that G has been putting a lot of effort into this weekend, and we know again that he never win here, and his extra motivation is transforming you mentally to be able to pass your limit, and you see that now in his head he is going for it.
Here he is, all that pressure. He knows how to ride under pressure though, taking that incredible victory in last year's World Championships in Italy, riding for Common Cell Avenel. One of the most gifted riders on the circuit.
Definitely been progressing amazingly in the last year. You see how he's carrying speed, how he's pedaling. Look at again, we were talking about the smoothness of the rider. You've seen that now. There is no drift, there is no end pack, there is no back wheel going everywhere. It's just precision, pedaling, carrying speed, and being able to pick every second on each corner.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's what you say. Sometimes the less spectacular riders are the ones going faster. And here we go, watch the split!
I don't think he is for it. He's slightly back. He must be 5 or 6 seconds. Oh, he's just 1 second back.
He has a lot to do on this bomb. It's not impossible, but it's virtually impossible.
Well, we know that Greg pedaled really hard. He's still putting an amazing run like he did at the Worlds and like he did last year. But that would be really, really tough, I think, for him for the win. But look, he's going for it. On the pedal, on the gas, nothing on the saddle, and he's going for it.
Giatha, world champion there, would love to have took a victory here in front of a home crowd. I don't think he's going to do it as he makes his way down to the line. He's outside it, and Minnaar has took his second victory of 2009, and he's 299 back from it for Giatha. Minnaar has done it here this afternoon.
Pretty unreal. We know the consistency of Greg. We know what he's capable to do. He's been amazing again to prove his professionalism and prove his consistency on a run here. I mean, Greg's been unreal. He's been doing a really cool run. You can see all his fans actually going for the crowd for him. And if you look really, we got Steve on 6th and Josh on 7th and Greg on 1st. So amazing race again for the Santa Cruz team.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Blenkinsop of the Yeti Fox Shocks Factory Race Team. In second place, from Australia, and riding for Monster Energy Specialized Mad Cats, is Sam Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Hill of Monster Energy Specialized Mad Cats. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our winner today, from South Africa, and riding for the Santa Cruz Syndicate, it's Greg Minnaar! Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Renard of the Santa Cruz Syndicate.